What's up, everybody? We'll continue on the journey with Wutheringwaves. I'm really enjoying this so far. Obviously, there's a lot to do. Probably barely begin scratching it, but so far I've been liking it quite a lot, actually. So we will continue on.
I will be there for everyone.
Get my main party going. Miss Yang Yang.
The Skylark's song is about to sound.
So we left off on, we got a monk who's trying to find a person, and then we got our mission is to do the sundial. So, and also too, we gotta find terminals as well. Probably should. Okay, so that's a side mission there. Alright, let's go back to the... Don't want to fight that. That's pretty powerful. That doesn't look too good. Thank you, Core Games and Twitch. It seems like they had given loot out. So more you play, you get some loot. So I got a little bit of loot, so I'm thankful for that. Yeah, a lot of mobs out here, so don't want to bite off more than I can chew.
Leave it to me.
Interesting. It's almost like he seemed like he got corrupt or something.
An unexpected discovery.
Is that the beacon?
They don't look like soldiers.
Greetings. What might interest you here? It's dangerous.
Oh, nothing really. You see, we're just on our way south to the city.
Stop looking. I saw it.
About this detection beacon.
Run, everyone!
Something fishy about them.
I can't move. So hungry.
But please don't arrest us! We really had no choice.
What happened? Do you need help?
The battles are getting real bad up north, and we couldn't live there anymore. Figured we have to go back to the city. We ain't eaten in ages, and we're broke. Some of us can barely move, because we're so damn hungry. Then we found some expensive-looking stuff here. Now that the military's out there fighting and nobody's really using these things, we thought it might get us a few pennies.
A damage detection beacon might result in a sudden TD invasion from the direction it covers. Our frontline troops would face attacks from both sides. Have you thought about the consequences?
We ain't got the time for that. If we don't steal, we'd starve to death before the tacit discords kill us.
You shouldn't be stealing public property. Please, return the parts. There's still some distance from here to Jinzhou City. Here, you can have my flatbreads. Oh, and here's some money. This should be enough for you to reach the city.
You're giving us all of these? Thank you. Thank you.
Noise.
Hey, you! Come over and say thank you before you eat.
It was nothing. Master once told me, the sage takes care of all men and abandons none.
Like in the morning. Uh-oh.
Watch out!
A tough nut, ain't ya?
I just helped you. Why did you attack us?
You're not feeding us all with your bread and pennies. Hand over your goods and grub, or face the consequences. We ain't messing with no kids. Don't test our patience. Just do as you're told. Don't make it tough on yourselves. You'll be lucky to leave in one piece.
I will not bend to injustice. Rover, Yang Yang, please, step back as I handle them.
Fine, you asked for this.
Monk is got some moves.
We're begging you! Stop! We surrender! Take us in!
Why did you attack us when I already gave you food and funds? Do you have other mouths to feed, aside from what we see here?
They seem trained. These are not ordinary people.
Who are
Of course we're ordinary people. We just joined the exiles recently. We done some wrongs. We tried to run from the patrollers and left the city, but dang, didn't know the battles up north were so crazy. Our new boss ran out of food before we could even figure out the camp. Figured we'd be better off just to go back to the city and get locked up.
Then we ran out of food and cash halfway, so we turned to thieving. We ain't got the balls to rob the army, But with stuff just sitting around, why not? Hey, since you're being so generous, how about you throw a little extra cash our way? There's a bunch of us, some injured too. Your first amount ain't gonna cut it for us to survive.
And give us some more supplies.
No, wait. What I gave them was more than enough for them to make it to Jinzhou. I used to travel alone when I left my master. I know how much it takes for someone to survive.
Hey, what's wrong with you, girlie? It won't hurt to give us more.
Pain comes with coveting. He who knows he has enough is rich. It was only meant to sustain you long enough for you to reach the city.
You don't understand, girl. You don't make money very easily at a time like this. If we can't find jobs in the city, we're gonna starve again.
I came from a seclusive place, learning the ways of the world from scratch. It's been a hard time, but even I have managed to make a living with my own hands. If you really can't find any job in the city, come to Liu Xian Tea House and ask for Jian Xin. I will gladly help you search for jobs and work alongside you.
Fine, fine. We'll go.
She might help you get
Hurry,
jobs.
Let's get out of here. I'm not listening to this lecture.
No, I wasn't trying to... Wait. Please put that down.
Quite the sharp eye you got. Fine, here you go.
Is this the only detection beacon you messed with?
Heck yeah. The first one we were trying to steal and you bumped right into it.
Really? Then why does that one over there seem broken too?
That ain't got nothing to do with us. It's been that way for ages. Plus, we ain't ever reached it with all those thorns.
I see. You may leave now. The military's base is not far from here. Shall we fix the beacons before going?
Sure. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool puzzle.
Seems like a new discovery.
The thorns are blocking our path. Weird. We'll have to clear them before we can reach the beacon. Oh, please be careful. They look sharp. Maybe we can find something nearby to help us deal with them.
Fire, maybe? Okay.
I sense your weakness.
Oh, let's grab it. automatically disappeared. Alright. Pretty dumb mechanic though.
Master Tenshin, are you alright?
This is my first time on a battlefield. It feels so different here.
Another shipment of supplies has just arrived. I've confirmed it, but it's not nearly enough. We must reach out to the city again and demand more supplies immediately.
But the approval process is going to...
Tell them it's an emergency. We are working around the clock here. Any delay could mean the end of our defense. Do they not comprehend? Here's a list of what we need. I'll talk to them if you can't make them listen. Now go, go, go! Move, move! What is it? Why are we still not done distributing these? You new here? Are you backups too? Wait, you don't look like one of us.
I am Yang Yang, an outrider of the Midnight Rangers, and they are...
Show her Midnight Ranger badge.
Excuse me, one moment please. Careful! This chest holds vital medical supplies. If the wounded return and find no medicine, it's on you. Handle with care and precision. An outrider. So, you were part of the backup force, right? Now, I've got wounded soldiers coming soon, and you're just in time to help. Oh, sorry. Have to answer this. Yes? What is it? An overclocked resonator. Understood. I'll be there immediately. I'm sorry, could you do me a favor? The wounded soldiers are being sent back from the front lines. We need someone to escort them to the medics, but I've got to deal with the overclocked resonator now. Could you please take care of them?
What exactly do you need us to do?
Just make sure they are safe. The medics will take care of their wounds.
Sure.
Thank you.
Leave it to us.
It's so busy here. It looks like they don't even have the time to catch their breath.
Supplies, medical care, equipment maintenance, personnel management, and logistics. They must carefully manage these matters to provide vital support for our fighters.
So this is what a real war looks like. I had no idea it could get this bad.
Most people would never have the chance to witness any of this. It's natural for you not to know. I think this is exactly what our military strives for, to ensure peace and safety for our citizens. It's a sacrifice made so others don't have to live in fear.
Wounded soldiers are here. Let's go check on them. I think that's really cool. You can climb up walls. It's very nice.
Like I said, it's not a big deal. No need to fix me up. Let me go.
Please
Sure,
calm
buddy.
down. Your wound is still bleeding.
That's barely a scratch. You can't stop me.
Now is not the time for bravado.
That's not bravado. My wounds can close on their own. It's my resonance ability. The medics should go take care of other people in need.
Stop screaming, will you? We're here because you need our help. Calm down and stay where you are. Please, hold him still for me.
Sure.
After some chaos, you help medics in treating the wounded. Noise.
One with the sounds.
Whoops.
Are you all right?
I'm okay. I'm just a little out of breath.
You don't seem okay.
It's okay. I'm fine.
sure.
I'll go find a medic.
We brought the medic over to take care of Jinyu. Yeah, they're hurting pretty bad here.
Thank you for your assistance. You must be tired. Please, take some rest.
They look badly injured.
Don't worry. They've received proper treatment now. They'll recover in time. Thanks to General Jian, we've seen a significant drop in the number of casualties. I've heard from veterans that soldiers used to be ordinary people, not resonators. The battles were brutal even back then, with the stench of blood lingering through the rain. But things have improved. Each injury represents countless tacit discords eliminated by our brave soldiers. Resonators in the Midnight Rangers are incredible warriors. Those who have to retreat from injury must have already taken out hundreds of enemies.
They are our heroes.
They are the ones keeping our people safe. What I've been doing is not worth mentioning compared to them.
Please don't put it like that. Without your help, we couldn't have helped so many wounded soldiers in such a short time. Now that they're all safe, you should go and take care of your own issues.
Thank you. May I ask where the quartermaster is?
The quartermaster isn't here. He's on the floor above, directing munitions distribution. Just take that lift and you should find him there.
Rover, where are we going next?
Let's follow ginseng.
Here are some recipes for dietary supplements from my sect. They might help the wounded recover sooner.
Oh, great. You have my thanks.
Alright. It looks like these guys got some problems. Coordinates.
Have you confirmed the inventory? What about the spare list? Sort out the consumables as soon as possible and check our communication lines while you're at it. Yua, deliver this list to Asher. You're not Yua. Where is she? What do you need?
Excuse me. I'm an outrider of the Midnight Rangers. This is Rover, and this is Master Tianxing, who came here to look for someone.
You need our
I saw
help.
you help arrange the wound. The Showland would need your help more than I do. Thank you, but I must remain to oversee vital military supplies.
Well, Ginseng's the person she's looking for. Ginseng asks the quartermaster about his whereabouts.
Julian? So, he never sent a letter home? Not even once? The Midnight Rangers are no longer recruiting non-resonators lately. But Julian was a stubborn boy. Last year, when the battles hadn't gone so intense, he would trail us rearguards, eager to join the front line. Now, we sent him back to the city time and time again, and he just kept finding ways to come back. Eventually, I caved and took him in to help us here in the base. With the battle escalating, it's getting increasingly dangerous out here. I shouldn't keep him here any longer. I was just thinking about having the logistics team bring him back to the city when you guys showed up. Oh, now I remember. He should be currently on the floor above.
Messaging, do you want to look for Zion first?
Sure. Please excuse me. I'll join you later.
We'll be meeting up with you.
What are you doing? Oh, please excuse me. Thought that was a grenade. Is this a mangosteen?
What do you know about mangosteen?
Well, it's not a local fruit, so we can only get it through imports. But with the recent Tacit Discord outbreaks, we've had to prioritize bringing in the essentials. We'll get back to importing more of these after General Jian makes his triumphant return. And currently, there's only one waterway open, from Port Gunchao in the south of the city. Now, the rear guards would regularly go there to escort goods. What more do I know? The military rarely buys this fruit for rations due to its short shelf life. Plus, it looks too much like a grenade, and that could cause some issues.
Alright, thank you. With the monk.
Master Tianxing, have you found the person you're looking for?
Yes, I found Zhuyan. We will return to the city with the logistics team. We will go find Mr. Zhang Ye to let him know he is safe.
Didn't want to leave.
Zhuyan is a man full of courage. Influenced by his veteran grandpa's tales, he longs to join the military and aid in humanity's battle against Tacit Discords. The journey with you has exposed me to immense suffering, but the battles on the front line must be even more brutal than what I've witnessed. Countless lives have been lost in this war. Master Rongfu once told me, the best sages gain enlightenment in the military. The mediocre sages gain enlightenment in the bustling cities, and the worst sages gain enlightenment in seclusion. I do share some of Zhuyan's feelings. However, Zhuyan disagreed with the intense training and tests required to join the military. He saw no distinction between ordinary people and resonators, and believed he could contribute on the battlefield, however small that contribution might be.
I agree.
I too found what Zhuyan said was reasonable to an extent, and I couldn't change his mind with words. So I tried to imagine what my masters would do. They'd set up a spar in this case, and if I won, they'd let me do what I wanted.
So you beat him
I
up?
didn't mean to beat him up for nothing. My masters taught me valuable lessons through sparring, and I gained important insights from those fights. Now, who do you think won that fight?
You won.
All tangles untied, all glare tempered, all dust smoothed. It is like a deep pool that never dries. How true! I've come to understand this line more. I promised not to use my forte in the battle, but Zhuyan still couldn't take a single blow from me. After his defeat, Zhuyan seemed to realize his weakness. Talking about confronting the Tacit Discords on the battlefield would be mere lip service, he said. He was just trying to convince himself that he could make a difference, not wanting to acknowledge his own limitations. I heard you two still have other matters to attend to. When you have the time, let's catch up at Liu Shan Tea House. It's my great pleasure to have met you.
Oh wow. Pretty cool character.
Us running into Master Tianxing was a one-off incident. If the mangosteen indicates something about war, What is Madam Magistrate trying to convey?
Civilizations are born from war and suffer for war.
Have you thought of something, Rover?
I think.
So Madam Magistrate wants to tell us about the TD outbreak? If those tacit discords break through our defenses, it would be a disaster for not just Huanglong, but for all of humanity. We haven't reached the front lines yet, but I can already smell the iron in the air. I sense tension and unease. Our soldiers stationed at the borders, I hope they're okay.
General!
Follow the Qinglong to war!
Pose. Okay.
Time to fight back. Stay sure.
That's really good. Yeah, that arena's getting pretty.
Fear no more.
Nice.
Retreat to advance. Unstoppable.
Yeah, he definitely feels good. Definitely a 5-star. Super rare. Oh shit.
Fear no more. Unstoppable.
And he is broken.
Fear no more.
42 monster. Definitely nice.
What's the matter? Are you all right?
Had a vision.
I was worried. You just stood there and gazed into the distance. You were unresponsive when I tried talking to you. What did you see?
See
It felt
projections.
as if I were seeing through the eyes of a tacit discord. I think I saw what was happening in the Norfall Barrens.
An
Definitely.
imposing warrior wielding the power of a Tinglong. The Tinglong is the Midnight Ranger's emblem. It's also the symbol of General Tian, the leader of all Midnight Rangers. The front lines are not far from here. General Tian must be there, fighting alongside our soldiers to keep the tacit discords away.
But I never heard them.
It doesn't seem like a coincidence. We arrived near the battlefield right when General Tian was leading an attack against the tacit discords. Your vision. It might be what was happening on the battlefield not far away.
It's real.
The battle itself is a clear sign of an anomaly. The streams from the Norfolk Barrens feel more suffocating than ever. Rover, something on that battlefield must be connected to you, though we have no idea what it is.
There's always been
But
a
I
voice.
didn't hear anything, or sense any frequencies.
Maybe I can sense it.
Rover?
According to Baja, the leaf showed residual fluctuations of tacit discords. Those fluctuations pointed to a certain set of coordinates.
And that is Teacher Village in the Central Plains.
Noise.
As I make myself reflect on my goals and plans, those voices in the streams become clearer, and everything starts to make more sense. Rover, perhaps you can give it a try.
Affected by waveform. Let's see, to college. Dodge. Some loot.
Speeding up.
Noise. Oh, nice.
storm, hear my command.
Noise. That sweet, sweet loot. Alright, well. So we'll continue on.
Leave it to me.
This must be the place.
We're actually gonna go to the front line. Be crazy.
Back there, but I couldn't pinpoint its source. And now, the hatred and pain is so strong in this place.
Each Tacit Fields has a unique special buff. The Tacit Fields located in the Central Plains periodically generates considerable energy spirits which recovers considerable energy and deals AoE damage after you cast intro skills.
Leave it to me. The hour is upon us. Leave it to me. Moment of resonance.
Nice, that's pretty dope.
I sense your weakness.
Jeez.
Leave it to me. The end has come. Keep it together.
Leave it to me. Verity shines.
Definitely recover.
Such a nuisance. Commence healing. Acceptable range. Food. I can handle. Tempest. Precipitate. Storm. Hear my command. Doesn't matter. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Swift and resolute. The hour is upon us.
Freaking tank.
I sense your weakness. Keep it together. One last chance.
Whoa. That's a challenge, Jesus.
I think I found something, Rover.
Okay. Let's take a look.
I will be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind. I will be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
Okay. It's not yet, I don't think.
Watch out. Something's not right. Why wouldn't it attack us?
Brother. Help. Help.
Talk to
Brother. Brother. Help.
Who's your brother?
Help.
It seems to only repeat these lines. This is not a common tacit discord. Tacit discords attack other living beings because they need to feed on those frequencies to make themselves whole again. When frequencies are scattered and recombined, a new tacit discord is born. This one probably devoured the frequencies of humans, turning the last bits of a human's consciousness into such monotonous mumbles. Are these words the last cries of someone innocent? Who is behind this twisted plot?
And he goes down and the testicles of head.
I'm sorry.
You talk to
No, that's beyond my ability. I just sensed some complex feelings from it. A mixture of deep sadness and eager anticipation. Rover, I think I know what's going on here.
Go ahead.
It seems to be begging for help, but it's not asking us to help it. I can sense the pained cries of this tacit discord. No, the cries of this whole village. The village is crying, waiting for rescue. Something truly awful must have happened here, and the victims' reverberations still linger. Based on the evidence we've found and the condition of these ruins, that didn't happen all too long ago. I can still feel it in the streams. Perhaps the tacit field has kept this village from being discovered. Or maybe someone has been intentionally concealing it. Anyway, there must be something we can do. We may find the victims nearby. I can feel someone connected to what happened here is still close. I'll inform Shuzia about what happened here. Can we continue our search before the official investigators arrive? Sorry, I know it doesn't sound very convincing. It's just a hunch of mine, and I don't have any evidence to back it up.
No, not at all. I believe you.
Thank you, Rover. Please stay vigilant.
Oh yeah.
As for the little one here, let's leave it be.
Very interesting.
Ritualistic wooden plaques. But why are they here? These plaques are usually placed in ancestral shrines, and they seem to belong to a different time. I remember reading about something like this. People held large-scale ancient rituals periodically in their villages, driven by certain beliefs.
I see. Let's check somewhere else.
Interesting.
The area is a mess, but it doesn't look like a war zone. Someone was hurt and dragged away. Look, there are many footprints here. These are traces left by a fight. Someone was injured.
Okay. That's not good.
These cards. Ah, I see. The Fraxidus is likely behind it all.
The Fraxidus?
Yes. A don't know much about the Fraxidus, but as an outrider, I've worked on related cases. It's a group of extremists obsessed with fusing humans with tacit discords. They've caused terror attacks of various scales around the world.
Fusing humans and tacit discords.
We've seen signs of their presence in Jinzhou, left by lower-ranked members called Artificers. Above the Artificers are the Overseers, leaders with eerie abilities and unknown intentions. They pose a far bigger threat. No one knows their true intentions. Some members speak of world destruction, while others claim they seek eternal power. And there is one particularly insane overseer. He's crazy even by Fraxidus standards. A man who sees no order and revels in destruction. I've seen similar cards in the physical evidence file of the Fraxidus-related cases. They belong to this one overseer I'm talking about. They call him Scar. If he's responsible for what happened to these villagers, who knows what kind of cruel and twisted atrocities he's capable of.
Guess you won't need my self-introduction.
There he is.
I spent so much time on it.
Scar, I presume. Yep. Nice intro, buddy. Your Scar.
If you need to hear it from me, then yes, I am Scar. Cruel and twisted maniac.
Where's Yang Yang?
We deserve a meeting free of such disturbances, don't you agree?
Nah.
The girl, she's gonna sway your judgment.
Oh, come on. What do you want?
Don't worry. I don't plan to make you hate me just yet. She is safe now.
You're too kind.
Well, let's just enjoy our time together for the moment. Forget about that irrelevant person, will you? I have a lot to share with you. To begin with, I heard you've lost your memories.
How did you know?
So, it's true. That makes sense, given how fragile you were when you woke up, or I would have questioned the authenticity of those rumors.
You followed me.
So you noticed. Oh, I am flattered. No need to be so on edge. By now, you should have realized I'm just one of the onlookers. But out of all the onlookers, I'm the only one who came forward to meet you with absolute honesty.
Yeah, you did, buddy.
Before you knew anything about this world, you were already the center of conflict. You are the unknown variable we've been waiting for. Forces have been fighting for possession over you.
Oh, yeah?
From the moment you opened your eyes, everyone you've met, including that girl you care so much about, they all knew how valuable you are. The world is a cruel place. You are a living, breathing person, but you're just a pawn to many. That's why I'm here. Because I see you as a dear friend and I want to tell you the truth. I am so sorry for everything you're about to face.
Yeah. Doesn't look too
The
promising.
truth hurts sometimes.
Yes, it does. As if you're different. You're just trying to make it. As you are different.
I know you are not one I can sway with simple words. My goal is simple. I just want to deepen our mutual understanding, nothing more. Come on. Observe the surroundings a little more and tell me what you see.
Destruction.
As you learn more about this world, your true desires will surface. And our little game will become even more entertaining. And before that, I don't want anyone to disturb my precious alone time with you. That's all.
Alright. What did the fences do to this village?
Why do you have to assume we are the culprits? Maybe you should be asking me what actually happened here. I won't tell you everything just yet. That's too boring. As I said, why don't you take a look around and see for yourself? So go ahead. What do you see?
Large-scale ritual.
Bravo! Didn't think you'd catch on to that. Now, what is the conclusion you've drawn?
A success. Don't know. Says residents manipulated the villager.
How typical. The age-old tale of savage wolves and helpless lambs. Good and evil as clear as day. It's a tired story that people cling to in their mundane lives. Oh, how it keeps them in check.
Okay, Scar.
But let me ask you this. Do you truly believe the real world can be that simple? Let me give you a couple more tips. The truth is far more complicated than you think.
Yeah, I'll take your word on that one. This place is messed up.
First, who are the players in our tale? An innocent girl, a revered leader, and a flock of simple villagers.
Okay.
Next, what makes up our main plot? False devotion, fleeting kindness, collective deceit, senseless killings, and the one vulnerable soul pushed onto a path of destruction by the masses. Now, Rover, the story is yours to spin. I'm eager to hear your version after you've learned more.
Yeah, looks like it went down in this village, but I mean, they just drop you in there and say, hey, try to figure things out. A couple page from children's book rests on torn pieces of diary paper with childish handwriting. Read the diary. Oh my gosh. I found a new home and nice uncle gave me this cool new book to write in. Our old home is scared by the monsters, so went on a super long journey to find a new place. I asked when mommy and daddy will catch up with me, and uncle said really soon. Can't wait for them to join us. The new place is so sunny and has these huge trees and grows peaches. Not many people from here to go to the big city. I just want mommy and daddy to find me quick. So 312, 2.5, 12.5. Today is my birthday. Everyone is being really nice, saying I'm their lucky charm because I can keep those mean monsters away. I'm really happy and everyone likes me a lot. We had cake, noodles, and presents too. It's been forever since I saw mommy and daddy, so hope they come back. Will they come back? Probably not. This marks my fourth birthday, and our village head made it official. I'm his daughter now. But before that, everyone was already been taking care of me and shared with me delicious meals. My father told me I am a child of Kochi village. I consider myself lucky. I feel really fortunate to be loved by so many people, and though my powers are still small, I do my best to continue particular village and being invaded by protecting the village from being invaded. Well, this is probably gonna go south because maybe she's not gonna be able to do it.
Our story begins here. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, lived a flock of carefree lambs. In the day, they toiled for food, and when evening fell, they sought refuge from the looming threat of wolves. Fables. Stories told and retold through the ages. The ancient art of conveying hidden truths through fiction. But they always draw from real life, don't they? The same story gets told by many, and each person brings their own spin, their own focus. Whatever you learn from it is just one of countless different interpretations. Like us now, caught in a carefully crafted plotline, a scheme I had no hand in. This village marks the beginning of my story with Jinzhou.
Oh, were you the child?
So that magistrate led you here to meet me. Such a clever move on her part.
Her meaning the goddess? The 3 branches are loaded with paper slips, each containing someone's wish. The words on most of the noted and soaked and no longer legible. Are soaked and no longer legible. Read paper slips. Will this really work? If it does, I wish I could stand up again. I want money. I want enough money to last a lifetime. Amazing. Thank you, Lord. My legs have truly healed. No, mother just died and left me some money, but I don't want my wish to come true with this. I want my mother back. I want blank back. Strange, it did make me stronger, but lately I seem to be getting weak again. Uh-oh, and I can't move my body without... Okay, blank. Is it because I have sacrificed enough people? I haven't sacrificed people. Sacrificed enough people. Please, please don't take away my wish. I'll give you anything. Is this blank really what we all blank wanted? All right. Huh. Another crumpled page from children's book, half buried in the mud.
One day, a shepherd visited the village. The shepherd brought them promises of abundance and protection. The lambs, drawn in by his words, soon lived in comfort and security.
Is that the end of the story?
No, quite the opposite. The shepherd's arrival is only the beginning.
Alright.
With a wave of his hand, the shepherd could grant their every wish. His flock obeyed, bowing their heads, pleading for better food and shelter. They no longer had to struggle for survival, as their once meager lives were replaced with endless luxury.
That's not good, because this is heading south real quick.
The flock worshipped their shepherd-turned-god, praising him and holding him in the highest regard.
Yep.
What's wrong? Does my story make you uncomfortable?
No.
Imagine you were one of those lambs, facing irresistible temptation and pressure from your peers.
Nothing.
Wouldn't you bow down and beg for food from your master?
No, nothing comes free. We all create equal. There should be no hierarchy. Hierarchies.
Oh, so we agree already. You are right. But the world we live in falls short of our ideals. The shepherd still reigns, and the lambs have grown complacent.
Okay.
It's up to the two of us to make that ideal world a reality.
Ooh, boy. So just tell me really what happened. Alright. The crumpled page from the children, but slightly rusty on the ground.
The lambs reveled in endless bonfire parties, celebrating their new god every night, except the one little black lamb.
Okay, because he knew better.
As each night passed, it was the only one to notice how its flock was dwindling away.
Ah.
Rover, do you think someone would give you what you want without taking anything from you?
Oh, come on. Yeah, I don't believe in quid pro quo, so that's not right. I wouldn't say that.
I once believed that too. Thought as long as I paid a high enough price, I could get my desired outcome.
Huh.
But true equality is scarce. Always has been.
Yep.
The world was never a fair place. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
To receive equal retribution, one must give more and more. And when every wish comes with a hefty price, people weigh their options carefully.
Okay.
When they can make someone else bear the price. They all rush to make more wishes. They don't consider they too may one day pay for another's selfish desire.
Okay.
Fun, isn't it?
Yeah. Nothing comes free. He used probably, Scar was probably the black sheep, maybe. You find some markings on the wall. As you lean in closer to look, you notice a faint marking on the wall. Words like monster, witch, banisher, and all her fault are written thickly on the wall. Uh-oh. A crumpled page from a children's book slightly rests on the ground, conveniently.
Later, the shepherd openly blamed the black lamb for the flock's decline.
Okay.
On the next day, the white lambs welcomed the rising sun as usual, but the black lamb was nowhere to be found. The shepherd introduced an unspoken rule to this village. One that our black lamb violated by telling the truth. Suddenly, the once doting god stopped fulfilling wishes because no more sacrifices were being made.
Ooh,
After witnessing the black lamb's actions and hearing from their almighty shepherd, what do you suppose the white lambs did?
turn against the black lamb.
Ah, those oblivious lambs. Little did they know the most fearsome demon was right under their noses.
Uh-huh. So, what's going on, Scar? Where do you play a part in this?
Well done. You didn't let any details slip. Now, I wonder, what is your takeaway from this story? Answer me and I'll reveal the truth of what happened. Who was the real culprit behind the diminishing number of lambs?
The shepherd.
Indeed, the direct culprit was the shepherd. He held all the power, fulfilling wishes at a price. The lambs knew the risks, yet succumbed to temptation. Unfortunately, in the face of such temptation, they disregarded all the hidden risks, as disaster had yet to befall them. If they were given another chance, I believe they would still choose the same path.
That's true.
Inevitably, they accepted their fate and paid the price when their time came. Now, my second question. What price did the lambs pay for their wishes?
Their lives.
Of course, as always, life was the most valuable thing they had to offer. Here's my final question. What happened to the black lamb?
It's you.
Don't rush, Rover. Take your time. What is the truth you've uncovered?
It was murdered by its flock and the shepherd. That's probably the right one. It was executed because the flock was deceived. It's survival long enough. Okay, that was murdered.
The shepherd was granting wishes by sacrificing the lives of lambs. The flock found out the truth, but chose to be his accomplices, and they willingly offered the black lamb as another sacrifice.
That's right! Little lambs cowered and huddled in their village, terrified of the relentless wolf packs. Until a shepherd arrived, bearing the gift of wishes and providing shelter and sustenance. Slowly, the shepherd gained control over the flock, and the lambs lived contented lives. But this is not the end of our story. The shepherd found the solitary black lamb in his flock and offered to grant any wish it desired. In exchange, he wanted one of its companions as a sacrifice.
Okay.
The black lamb refused, and it was shunned by its flock, left without shelter or sustenance.
Oh, that sucks.
After the black lamb's exile, more lambs continued to vanish. The shepherd then blamed the black lamb for breaking the rules and withheld his wish-granting power as punishment. From the very beginning, the lambs knew the risk of making wishes. They too could become sacrifices for those of others. But they always believed it wouldn't be them. Meanwhile, some lambs reasoned that since they had already risked being sacrificed for someone else's wish, it was then only fair to pass on that risk for a chance of fulfilling their own desires. And so they continued to play the game. They all knew the consequences, but chose to remain silent. Fearful, yet greedy, they followed the shepherd's orders and made wishes again and again, until one day, a brave black lamb spoke up, shattering the flock's facade, their illusion of a peaceful and happy life. Black lamb got in their way, and that of the shepherd's greedy pursuit, sparking hatred in their hearts. Suddenly, they could no longer ignore the blood and ashes of past sacrifices littering the ground. How do you like my story, Rover?
Very interesting.
What really happened here? I suppose you already have it figured out? The black lamb who rebelled against the rules, and the white lambs who succumbed to their greed.
You got the black lamb.
The innocent maiden sacrificed, and the villagers who turned on each other in a ruthless frenzy. They had it coming.
Oh, yeah?
All the shepherd had to do was execute the rebel. That's how he kept the flock in check and maintained the status quo.
Huh. Is that why you became a shepherd yourself?
Fun answer, but no. Not even close. I was never the shepherd. Never will be. You and I, we are the black lamb. The one who breaks the rules.
He who fights too long against dragons become a dragon himself.
Interesting, Rover. I'm liking you more and more. Well then, let's see if this black lamb is going to end up like you say.
Oh, come on. I don't want to fight you, but I guess I do. Nice. Alright, well, that being said, I am gonna leave it there. Probably gonna have to fight Scar, so next time, we'll save that for next time. Hopefully I'm strong enough to do it. Alright guys, we'll talk to you later.